Greetings and salutations. It's Q back here again. Today we're here at ARC. You know when I'm at ARC, I'm either to drive a car or get a modification. But today we're here to get a modification. What are we getting done? I'm going to be replacing this OEM steering wheel with something a little bit more upscale. So this is not my favorite steering wheel. Not a lot of thickness to it. It's rough, feels like 120 grit sandpaper. So we're going to get this thing on out of here and get something that matches the interior just a little bit better. So something a little more upscale, something I caught on sale thanks to the Facebook group. But for now, we got to pull the battery out to get this. Well, not pull it out. We have to disconnect the battery so we can, you don't want an airbag to deploy. So safety first. So my guy Hal's going to take care of that. If you haven't seen it, he put the steering wheel in my Miata. So we're going to do the same thing with the WRX today. Let us take the steering wheel out the box right here. What do we have here? Let me take all this plastic off so you can all see what we're working with. More carbon fiber to match the exterior pieces we put on here. And we got Alcantara so we can match the interior. It's just everything's matching. Got the red stitching. Kind of hate that everything has red stitching, but it is what it is. We also have this mark at the center of the steering wheel. Those are pretty cool, but everything in the middle is going to be OEM buttons, probably the horn too. Ew, don't like the Subaru horn, but let's get that taken care of, get it installed right about now. This is a Faction Fab steering wheel. I got it from Import Image Racing. It was $600, but they marked it down to like $250. So I just scooped that thing up as soon as I saw it because why wouldn't I? So as you can see, it's going to match the interior quite well. We got the red stitching in the seats like we do the steering wheel. Yeah, it's going to look good together. And we got the Alcantara on the dash. It's going to match the steering wheel. So pretty good fit, pretty good matchup. Nah, could have got a leather one or perforated one as well, but Alcantara do well for me. Reminds me of my Integra. We got the battery disconnected. We got the towel up under the terminal so it doesn't touch anything. And we're safely taking the airbag out. That was the reason for disconnecting the battery, so the airbag doesn't just poof, knock somebody out. While I'm up in here, let me point out these cool cars. We got a Toyota Crown Super Saloon. It's a right-hand drive, and it's a diesel. Looks pristine. And this is for sale, or it will be for sale. I'm not sure if it's for sale as of yet, but this will be a cool car to come up to a Cars and Coffee with. And I had this other car in the previous video where I got the wheels on my, what is my car? Subaru. And it's a R33 GTR. Nobody mentioned anything. We got an R32 over there. We can go over there next, but these are all right-hand drives. Manual transmissions. Nobody mentioned that in the comment section. I'm kind of let down. Thought somebody would have an eye. Especially Race Car 21, that dude catches everything. But it's the iconic back of it. 2000 Chevy Impala tail lights on here. And this is the R32, another GTR. This one's not for sale though. So if you're interested in this one, no. But if you're interested in this one, yes. Another manual one. Y'all ever get to see these in real life? This is pretty cool. I think this is a Miata down to the chassis, which looks interesting. Pretty cool titanium shift knob, engine, tires, the cool RX-7 right there, another RX-7, and the Miata with some fatty tires on there. What kind of wheels and tires do you think I should get on my Miata? Just now noticing this Miata has the Corvette badge in here and up under the hood. Is this a small block Chevy? What am I looking at? Interior torn apart, but they got the manual. Cool spoiler going on back here. Steering wheel is off. Now we got to put the new one on. Where the new one at? New steering wheel mounted. Ready to button it back up. We're all completed with the install. So initially, he forgot to connect these buttons down here, and the screen wouldn't do anything. But he connected that, so we're now good. And the volume didn't work the last time either, but it took a minute for it to for everything to get recognized in the system. So I'm waiting for that to happen. It took a few seconds, maybe even a minute to be recognized. So I'm waiting for that to happen so I can actually use those steering wheel controls. And hopefully it's not too dark out here. Y'all can't tell in the camera because I got the isometry turned up, but it is it's kind of dark out here. This is how it should actually look outside, but I got the camera just helping me out just a little bit. So hopefully we'll be able to get a drive. It's wet out here today. Got the new tires, so that'll be clutch. Forgot where I left off in the sequence of the video, but we'll resume here. This is the steering wheels in comparison. I've driven it probably like 20 minutes in the car. So this is very soft to the touch. It's actually much nicer than what we got in the car already. We got carbon fiber up top, red stripe down the middle, which is internal to this. Normally my other car has this as a leather strip, but this is, I don't know what that is, painted underneath the carbon fiber, or on top of the carbon fiber underneath the gloss on here. Bottom is kind of flat bottom, as is the stock steering wheel. Still got the regular externals of the steering wheel here. Everything was just pop off the original, pop on the new one. But great grip in here, especially at, what is it, 9 and 3, 10 to 2. We got our thumb grip up here. Actually, that's pretty soft. So looks like a well worth wide upgrade. We got the fake carbon fiber from the stock steering wheel. Well, let's drive it for a minute and see what it's like. One thing about this steering wheel, I'm gonna be limited from like 10 to 2 and what is it, 8 and 4. So I can't really, you can use the bottom, but it's very, very slippery. So won't be driving with my hand on the top as much, because that is very slippery. All the grip is right here, so I'm gonna have to drive this car properly. Just a few more thoughts and observations on this wheel. If you want a wheel for more functionality, I would go without the carbon fiber, maybe get a full leather wheel like this, because this is going to take away a lot of usable space on the steering wheel should you want to be diverse in where you put your hands at. But let's go over a quick curve, because I done got out here in rush hour traffic, unfortunately, but gotta film this. Oh, here we go. Got some nice cutouts for where your thumb go. Extreme grip on here. Even on the back side of it, you can get some nice grip up on the back. And we got the slow pokes out. This is gonna be a nice steering wheel. The thickness of the diameter is pretty good as well. How's this steering wheel? Hopefully I don't mess up my brain to where I'm like, oh, let me turn this steering wheel when I mean to turn this one. Actually, the OEM one might be a little bit thicker where you rest your thumbs at, but man, I feel like I just cut my hand on there. Not soft at all. But man, this Alcantara, this might be real Alcantara, not no micro suede stuff. Like I know cars use micro suede inserts instead of like suede, which is actually leather, on the reverse side. So this might be true suede right here. Definitely feels different. Feels like it is premium. It's kind of like a, I don't want to say moist, but it's a lot more grippy than what this stuff is up here and what's on the seats. Got the minivan out here doing the opposite of the dash. Very confidence inspiring. Yeah, this is a good buy. I'll give this one of my higher recommendations, but beware of these smooth spots on here, because man, that thing's slippery. You would need some actual driving gloves should you want to like drive up here. Even though it's not a good place to drive, it's not great practice. Where the suede is where you would normally want to drive at. That's the best way to have most control of the car. If you want to look cool by driving up here, then I don't know, your hand might slip off. But don't really have too much else to say. I'm about to take this car on a, man, like a 1,500 mile road trip, so that'll definitely be the testament of how this steering wheel holds up. And it does have a little extra, you might not be able to see it on the camera right now, but it's not exactly perforation in here, is it? It's like little indentations in here, and I can tell it's gonna get dirty easily. I was eating a bag of chips and got some of my Q smut all on the steering wheel, so whoops. Might need to take extra care of the steering wheel as I'm blinded by the light. Holy smoke. But that's all I gotta say about that in regards to the steering wheel. Definitely a great buy, especially at $250. That's like unheard of. Caught that at the right time. And huge shout out to my guy Howard ARC, always hooking me up with my modifications. Always does the job right. So if you're looking for cars or need some work done on yours, just hit him up. And yeah, he'll get back to you. So you all remember to drive safe, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out.